In the phase of context analysis, the goal is to understand both the context in which the knowledge and skills gained will be used by the learners, but also the context in which the learning will take place, and how to ensure transferability of that learning from one context to the other. This can include the physical realities of where the learning will take place, but also the temporal and social environment which need to be kept in mind. When considering the learning context, the following are some important questions to ask. What are the program or department expectations? In the case of my learning problem, developing accredited learning for physicians, there are specific criteria laid out by the accrediting body that must be met, and the course must be relevant to the College of Family Physicians competency framework. So these are things that have to be kept in mind. Next, how, when, and where will students actually use or apply this information in the future? And does the learning environment adequately simulate the eventual work environment? This is why we try and incorporate scenarios and role plays to simulate the context of having conversations with clients about their sexual health and substance use related concerns. I find that creating a more authentic learning experience helps with transferability from the training context to the real world context. Next, how relevant are the new skills to the actual workplace? Will the new skills actually be used in the performance setting? And are there any physical, social, or motivational constraints to the use of the new skills? Will your learners work alone or in a team? Next, what personnel or time constraints might impact learning? Time has been identified as a big issue for family physicians who have very busy schedules and report needing professional development to be available when they are. So this explains the importance of offering this training in an online format. Another consideration is class size. How many learners do you expect there to be at any given time? For us, it's going to be an online course, so it's important to consider what level of interaction there will be with the instructor or other students, and whether the course will be asynchronous or synchronous. Needs assessment can be defined as a formal process of identifying discrepancies between current and desired outcomes. A need can therefore be defined as the gap between current results and desired results. It's important that a specific need is identified before the means or solution to close the gap in results, such as training, is decided upon. A needs assessment should provide valid rationale and evidence for everything we use, do, produce, and deliver. According to Smith and Reagan, a needs assessment consists of firstly determining whether there is a problem, determining whether the problem is related to employees' performance and training environments or to learners' achievement and educational environments, determining whether the solution to the achievement or performance problem is in fact learning, and determining if instruction for the learning goals already exists or needs to be developed. This is something we have already been working on in the context of my learning problem. There's a wealth of published research, which is also corroborated by interviews and focus groups that we have conducted, showing that patients experience stigma and discrimination around issues of sexuality and substance use in the primary care setting. Learning opportunities to reduce stigma are scarce, as our research shows that these topics are not adequately covered in medical education in Canada, and a scan of existing online learning opportunities found nothing comparable that currently exists. Our surveys and focus groups have shown that this is an area in which providers would like to see more learning opportunities. In this video, I have gone over different considerations for the analysis phase of design, how it fits into the models of instructional design previously covered in the course, and how I might conduct these different kinds of analysis in the context of my learning problem. Thanks for listening.
Created using Powtoon.